Hello everyone and welcome to a new video in the capsule of personal development. Hope you're having a blessed day. In today's video we're going to be talking about something very important. And we're going to be starting off this video with a quote that made this realization for me a lot easier by Osho. So this quote says, "Be realistic, plan for a miracle." You're probably thinking, I have to be realistic and I'll plan for a miracle. Like, whoa. Right, but there's an easier way for doing that, don't you think? There is always an easier way for doing these things and no one always realizes them. But the moment you actually realize it, the sky is your limit. Hell, the universe is your limit, literally. So what does that mean? So one of the things that, a lot of life coaches and personal development gurus tell us, they would tell us things like, you have to feel it, you have to dream about it, right? And what does that mean? Very, very simply, like, if you want to change your life, if you want new things to come up, you have to literally, live them. And what I mean by live them, it doesn't have to be physical, but you have to live them with your emotions, with your thoughts. You have to literally imagine yourself doing these things. It's very funny, but very effective. This is why when, people always say Pablo Picasso, everything you imagine is real. Well, yes, because you're putting energy into this thing, first of all, a lot of energy, because imagine you're doing this a lot of people use it, but they're kind of using it more or less on the negative side, like not doing it in the things. But if you do this in your dreams, the things that you genuinely want, but without obsession, it's just you're imagining yourself, you're feeling yourself. Maybe if you want to be a writer, and usually the very first step is you actually want to imagine yourself, I don't know, maybe sitting on a desk and writing and imagining how it would feel, and as if the inspiration is literally just descending upon you. And yeah, this is literally the same thing. You want to maybe start in a new career, you have to literally imagine yourself in that new career. And when I mean by imagine yourself, you have to literally imagine as if you're literally sitting on your desk somewhere and doing this thing all the time. Okay, not all the time, but if you're doing it with emotions and you genuinely think about it. But that's the thing. One of the mistakes that people do is they become very attached. When I mean by attached, I mean the very attached, obsession type of thing. It has to happen, and it never happens because you're obsessed with it. But if you're just doing it, you're imagining it, you're living your life and so on, but this is something like a daydream. But you're really living it. It's as if you're living it, as if every time you're sitting in this place you're almost imagining it, but there's no obsession to it. You're just you're going on with your life, you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, but you're also dreaming. And it's that simple. It's really that simple. I mean, you could just dream about things and it's gonna happen. And this is also another thing that I would tell people. You don't imagine yourself as if you're seeing yourself, as if you're seeing yourself sitting on your desk. No, not that type of imagination, because that's the wrong type. No, you imagine yourself as if you are in yourself. When you dream, sometimes you see yourself outside as if you're in a camera and in a movie and the main character is there, but you're the camera, right? But that the main character is there. That's basically when you're watching a movie. But in your life, in your day-to-day life, you have this body and all of that, and you perceive things around you. And it's the same thing what you should be doing while dreaming. It's as if you're perceiving things around you, but you're in this body. This is one of the most effective daydreaming. It gets you things really fast. Now, of course, yes, you have to have no obsession, because as I said, the obsession would just genuinely make it a lot harder for you. And this is what people say, living it before you really live it. You're living it in a way that makes it really happen for you. And of course, if you're doing it a lot of times, you're putting a lot more energy, and it's gonna get. This is why if you really want to be realistic, you can actually plan for a miracle. Because the most important thing is really living those dreams and feeling it and having those thoughts. It would actually get it for you faster than you think, faster than you've ever imagined. And you're really going to get what you want by doing this. This is today a very short video, but I was really hyped up on talking about it because when I got the realization, because this was my senior quote. I put it as my senior quote, and I remember thinking, I love the irony in it, I love the literature in it, but really when I started seeing things behind it, behind, realistic plan for a miracle, I started realizing, yes, it makes so much sense that people tell you things like you have to dream, you have to be open. Like, if you dream things, you're gonna get them. You dream them with your emotions and with no obsession. And you're really, also another important thing, don't think about the how or the why. Just dream it. Like, it's gonna get. That's why people sometimes try to tell you, try to imagine the things that are not very hard for you to imagine. Like, you kind of believe that they could happen. Maybe not this point, but sometime, yeah, they're gonna get even faster, because you shouldn't, put any burdens between you and your dreams, right? Like, usually you're always the burden that you put. Like, sometimes it's not usually the people that put the burden, but it's you. So just dream, dream and dream and dream. Don't put limits to your dreams, and you're gonna get them, don't worry. I mean, I got mine. I was so surprised. But yes, so that's it for today's, guys. I'm very happy to actually share this, and I hope it would help you a lot. Yes, and thank you so much. Please leave us a comment down below and like and subscribe, and thank you guys for listening.